Kaiser's Loyalty. Chapter 2. The Dog That Doesn't Bark.
The knock on the door pierced the silence like a gunshot. It was sharp, nocturnal, and it jolted Nathan out of a shaky slumber drenched in memories and fear. Kaiser tensed instantly, rising, snarling as if the air itself had become hostile. Nathan stood slowly, grabbed his gun and headed for the door. Each step felt like a ring. He opened it, but it wasn't the threat that stood behind the threshold. It was Jenna, Brian's associate, tired, worried, folder in hand. "Sorry I'm late," was all she said. He let her in without a word. Kaiser didn't growl. He just watched. There was a tension in the room that didn't dissipate even after the door closed. She left the folder on the desk and walked out, saying she'd be back. "It's important," was all she added. After she left, the house seemed even quieter. The folder remained on the table, a silent reminder. Nathan was in no hurry to open it. He walked around looking at it as if there was something inside that he was not ready for. Every morning started the same. Black coffee, the news in the background, a glance at Kaiser. He was silent, didn't bark, didn't whine, no howling, just watched. Sometimes he came to the door, sat down and froze, as if waiting for the one he was still looking for to come in after him. The only sound was the clicking of claws on the ground. He followed Nathan at his heels, always a few meters away. Always silent, like a shadow. By the third day, Nathan couldn't stand it anymore. "The captain called again today," he muttered, refilling his mug. "They think I'm burned out. Maybe I am." He sighed and looked at Kaiser. "I don't know why I brought you along. Maybe I just couldn't let another one go. Or because you know something." I did. The dog was attentive, too attentive for a normal dog, and every time he looked it was like he was taking Nathan back to that file. One day he took Kaiser to the park, on a leash. The dog walked quietly, almost silently, but suddenly he froze. Nathan felt the leash tighten. "What is it?" He looked around. Children playing, an elderly couple feeding pigeons. Everything was quiet, but Kaiser tensed, growled, low and confident. There was a hooded man standing by a tree. He looked ordinary at first glance, a cell phone in his hand, typing something. But in his other hand, a telescopic knife. Reflexes kicked in faster than thought. 1736, this is Officer Riley. Suspicious face at Lakeview Park, probably armed. The man spotted them, turned, ran. Nathan let go of the leash. "Kaiser, Fass." The dog took off like a projectile. In a few seconds, the perpetrator was pinned to the ground. Nathan twisted him, and the officers confirmed that the guy was a federal fugitive. At the station, they were greeted with applause, but Nathan was silent. He looked at the dog. "You knew right away," he whispered. Kaiser only sat beside him calmly. But in his gaze there was everything, pride, confidence, and that silent, "I am there for you." Later at home, Nathan sat on the edge of the couch. Kaiser sat by the door, resting his head on his paws. The room was as silent as before a thunderstorm. Suddenly, the dog lifted his head. His ears perked up. He growled. The knock on the door sounded exactly as it had that night. Sharp, confident, warning. Nathan stood up, reached over to the nightstand and pulled out his gun just in case. Kaiser froze beside him. He opened the door. Jenna was there again, still in the same police jacket, but her face was no longer anxious but determined. "We need to talk, now," she said quietly. He let her in silently. Kaiser, as last time, did not growl, just watched. They walked into the living room. Nathan pointed to the table where the folder had been lying all this time, the same one she'd left behind. Unopened. "You never looked at it?" Jenna asked, sitting down across from him. "I wanted to, but I couldn't. Without you, I didn't know where to start." She nodded. "Then we'll open it together." Nathan sat down next to her. Slowly, almost ritually, he opened the folder. Inside were photographs, documents, printouts, some kind of diagrams, thumb drives, lots of stuff. He picked up one of the sheets, took a look. His face hardened. Jenna looked at him. "Do you see now why I came here?" He didn't say anything. He looked back at Kaiser. He still kept his eyes on the door, as if he sensed this was just the beginning.
End of chapter. Thank you for watching. This was only the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. The next chapter awaits.